What's up guys, and welcome back to another Project Cars 3 video. Back today for some more Formula E action. If you guys missed yesterday's video where I drove in the Formula E car for the first time, click the I button in the top right corner. I also talk a little bit through what the career mode is like on this new Project Cars 3 game. A massive thank you again to Codemasters for sending me an early copy of this game. And yeah, leave a like if you are enjoying this content. Now, into today's race, as you'll probably be able to tell from the title, we are tackling Monaco, which is going to be very, very interesting. But before that, we're going to jump into the Donington Park GP. So that is the home of Formula E, really. It's where all the teams were based for the first couple of seasons, and they did a lot of testing there. So it's about the only non-street track where Formula E has ever really driven on. So we're going to jump straight into that. It's the second of 3 races in this Formula E calendar, which is on the new Project Cars game. And once again, we're going to be driving in the Audi liveried car. So yeah, we're going to get straight into the race. I'm going to bump the difficulty down to hard. I had it on very hard last time, and I managed to get 7th position, I think, in the race. Yeah. With there not being qualifying, it's so difficult to get the AI difficulty right, because you've sort of got to take into account the fact that you've got to make your way through the pack, seeing as you always start in P12. And by the looks of it, this race is going to be a wet one. That's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. It's just like this part of the world. Donington, it always seems to rain at Donington. And it looks as if actually, yeah, we're transitioning from wet to dry. So that is going to be very, very interesting to see. Now, in the last video, we went for very hard AI and medium aggression. We're going to put the AI difficulty down to hard, because we only managed to make our way up to P7 last time out. But we're going to bump the AI aggression up to high and get the full authentic Formula E experience. It really wouldn't be the same if we didn't get punted off at every corner. But straight into the race then we go. Countdown is over, and away we go for our first wet race here on Project Cars 3. First time in the wet with these Formula E cars, as everybody goes to the inside, apart from the Jaguar at turn 1. I think we should be able to make up a few positions. It's like parting of the Red Sea. Definitely taking the right line into there. Side by side as the Neo car is running slowly, but we do get up into P9, so we've made up 3 positions at that first corner. Almost getting past the Neo car there, but I think we've ended up losing a position as a result to the Jaguar, although the Jaguar sacrifices exit off the corner as a result, so we may still have a chance getting past Mitch Evans' Jaguar car. No, I think we're just going to have to concede for the meantime, so down to P10 we go. Still a couple of positions made up at the start, and everybody looks nose to tail from first all the way down. First impressions of these wet conditions are that it's very difficult on the sort of in the middle of corners for the car to, you're just waiting for it to grip up. So yeah, even though this is an arcade game, still wet conditions are not easy to drive in by the feel of it. So anyway, we're up into P9 again. On this hairpin, I think we're going to have to be careful through here. Yeah, just on the exit of the corner, the car is just floated about everywhere. Very difficult to control without any assists on, which is yeah, what I'm running. Get on the curb there a little bit too much, I think. But yeah, these cars are really actually quite fun to drive, these Formula E cars. Quite a challenge, but still not like horrendously difficult to just pick up and play. And obviously if you've got all the assists on, I'd imagine it'll be yeah, quite easy to just jump into these Formula E cars and drive them straight away. Into the crater curves we go then on the second lap of this race, and everybody still nose to tail from first downwards. Some battles ahead by the looks of it. Hopefully they keep battling and we get a chance to make up some positions, but we're very deep there into the chicane. We nearly ended up losing a position as a result. I was too concentrated on what was going on ahead as the Neo car makes a move on the DS Chichita. We get a little bump from behind as there's a car off up ahead. And tell you what, these aggressive AI, these high aggression AI, are really going for some pretty crazy moves as we try and go around the outside of the DS Chichita. And in the end we end up getting overtaken. Isn't that brilliant? Hopefully we've got the line into turn 1 to get back ahead of Stoffel Van Dorn's Mercedes. And we should be able to hold it. No, Van Dorn actually ends up going for a move on the Neo. Well, I guess we're down into 10th place then for the meantime. Tell you one thing though, I'm really enjoying racing against these AI. They're reasonably aggressive, but oh, as we get past Van Dorn there, he was a little bit too narrow as he was going for the move on the Neo. Yeah, one thing that's quite enjoyable about these AI is, like compared to the first project cars, which is sort of what I'm using as my benchmark. In that game, they were super aggressive, but if you made any sort of contact with him, you'd literally spin round straight away. In this, you can just have some good wheel-to-wheel battles, and yes, you can make a little bit of contact, especially in these Formula E cars. But even if you do make a little bit of contact, it's not going to send you spinning round, it's not going to compromise your race. Yeah, I think the arcadey feel sort of contributes to that, but like here, say I was to just sort of make a little bit of contact, doesn't really make any difference. You can go for some bold moves, put it that way, as we'll try and do into turn 1. So yeah, say we go for this move, we get covered off this time, but yeah, I'll try and demonstrate it at some point. All the way around the outside? Surely not. Surely not. No. We end up losing a position in the end. There you can see. So we made a bit of contact there, but we don't get spun round. We just sort of stay on the track, which is, yeah, it's alright. We're now coming towards the final lap of this race at Donington. And although the track is drying out, it is still quite wet. So I was expecting it to be a lot drier than this by the time we finished, but yeah, still very, very tricky to drive in these conditions, as we're going to try and go for an audacious lunge down the inside. Yeah, that was audacious. Very clean indeed. That was what I was talking about earlier. So you can go for quite a mad dive down the inside, and you're not really going to get any damage, and it's not going to hurt the other AI's race whatsoever, really. That for me is like the epitome of an arcade racer. Right, final lap of the race it is then, as the Envision car goes quite narrow into that corner. We tried to go for the move and we've ended up losing about 3 positions as a result. So we're down into P11. We've got a lot of overspeed on this Neo car. So we're back up into 10th for the meantime. And can we make any more positions? This has been really, really difficult in these rainy conditions. So we've gone down on the AI difficulty compared to last race, and we're still lower down than we were in that one. So this is really, really tricky. As we're going to try and get around the outside. No, that would have been an ambitious move, let's say. But we should have a good amount of speed into the chicane for the final time. We'll get in the draft of this Venturi car and hopefully down the inside. Indeed we do. Have we got the move done? No, we're still side by side, and we actually end up getting pushed out and lose a position. That is classic Formula E. One more dive bomb down the inside. Hopefully get this Neo car up into P10 we go. Can we get this Envision car? Not quite got the traction. One more corner to go. We're going to lunge it down the inside and hopefully be able to take P9. It's going to be side by side to the line. We've drifted through that final corner and we just about take P9. Well, that was quite an enjoyable race, to be fair. Very, very tricky, very, very difficult. But for an arcade racer, that was, yeah, it was quite tricky in the rain, but happy with P9 there, really. And let's see what the championship is looking like after that. So we only get 2 points from that race. Let's see the podium. So it looks like a Venturi won ahead of my teammate in the Audi and a Mahindra in 3rd place. In terms of the championship, we're down to 9th position, which isn't great. So final race in Monaco, we can't win the championship. Hopefully we can have a good race and make up a few positions. This is it then, the race you've all been waiting for, the reason you clicked on this video probably, to see what Formula E cars look like around Monaco. I'm looking forward to this, because we've got dry conditions, and I didn't particularly go well in the wet conditions in Donington in the last race, but yeah, we can't win the championship, we're just going to try and send it and hopefully get... I'm going to aim for a podium position around Monaco, because it's a circuit I know well from the F1 games, so I should go well around here. Difficulty-wise, we've actually gone back up to very hard, which is what I had it on in race 1. Simply because I think in the dry conditions I'm pretty quick, and Monaco's a track that I know quite well. I'm going to leave the AI aggression on high as well, because I did quite enjoy that last time. So here we go then, to the 5 red lights in Monaco. Not the 5 red lights, the countdown in Monaco, I guess, as we get a lot of wheel spin off the line. First time I've really noticed that in this car, despite how much torque it has. And we're just going to try and go around the outside of as many cars as possible into turn 1. And I think we've made one position up by the looks of it, up into P11. The Geox Dragon car up ahead is next up as we slide through Massenet and into Casino Square. That Dragon car has got past the Venturi that we were battling with. Can we go right around the outside here into Mirabeau? That would be quite a move if we could pull that one off. And we're side by side with our teammate into the Lowe's hairpin. These Formula E cars, you can race them so much better than F1 around Monaco because they're so much narrower. So up to P7 we go then, and we've made up 5 positions on this opening lap. A little bit of wheel banging in there. Not the cleanest racing you'll ever see, but that's Formula E for you. As we break now into the Nouvelle chicane. Well, that was tricky. Without any assists on it, it's quite tricky into the Nouvelle chicane. As we navigate past yet another car. That time the Nissan car. We hit the barrier there. So that invalidates our lap time. And again. But fortunately, I don't think damage is on. Or if it is, it's not really on too much. So we come towards the final corner now, Anthony Noakes, and through there we go, and towards the end of lap 1. Right, I targeted a podium in this race, so we've got to make up another 3 positions in these final 3 laps. Through Sandevot we go, no heroics into there, and next up we have another DS Chachita car. So we go up towards Casino Square. This is where the AI start to get better. I feel like lap 1 it is quite easy to make overtakes on this game. But as soon as you get into the rhythm of the race, the AI seem to get a little bit wiser. This part of the circuit we seem to be doing pretty well, because we're a lot quicker than that DS Chachita car. There's room to go too wide through the Lowe's hairpin. So I will take that opportunity and go up into P5. And now going through the tunnel, we've just got 2 more positions to make up in order to get a podium place. Now breaking into the Nouvelle chicane was a little bit leery last time. And it is this time as well, as we hit the Jaguar. Fortunately no damage done. But the cars look quite slow there through Nouvelle. We now go into Tabac, and we have been absolutely shunted into the wall by that Jaguar. The aggressive AI coming up trumps once again. And now into the final section of track. Into La Rascasse. Just going to have to stick behind for the meantime. So coming up to half race distance. We're in P5 after starting P12. Got to be happy with that. Can we get that podium? I feel pretty confident that we can get a couple more overtakes done in these final 2 laps. It's just a matter of where to pick our overtaking point. Going up Massenet then for the 3rd time towards Casino Square. This is where the AI seem to be reasonably strong. It's as we go into this next section of track towards Mirabeau that we really seem to be faster. So I think the Lowe's hairpin might be a good position to try and make an overtake if possible. Not quite close enough. Can we go right around the outside? That would be a move and a half. That would be a move and a half. And we do manage to make it. Wow, you'd never see F1 cars side by side through the hairpin. Formula E cars just seem a different breed. So up to P4 then. And I'm feeling pretty confident that we'll be able to get another position. Braking now to the Nouvelle chicane. Again, the AI very slow through here. It's a Venturi car. Lovely stuff right around the outside. Tell you what, can we even take the victory here in Monaco? That would be special. That would be very, very special. We've got one more lap to make a couple more overtakes. We know the positions where we're faster than the AI. And this BMW Andretti car, which is up ahead, should be fearing me. Should very much be fearing me. Coming through Anthony Nogues for the penultimate time. And on to the final lap of this Monaco E-Prix. Can we go down the inside even into turn 1? That would be something. That would be something. Oh, we're side by side by the looks of it, but we've managed to get the move done on the BMW car up into P2. You know what? I think we've got a good chance here. I think we have got a good chance if we can just keep the car in a straight line. Got a little bit overly ambitious there and nearly ended up spinning the car. I think we're going to be too far back for a move at the Lowe's hairpin. So it might have to be a move at the Nouvelle chicane. It is a Mahindra car at the front by the looks of it. Just one more move, that's all we've got to make as we make a little bit of contact with the barrier there, which invalidates our lap time. We're not too bothered about that, just so long as we can take the victory off this Mahindra car. We're a little bit far back now into the Nouvelle chicane. It's going to have to be on the exit, I think, that we're going to have to get a good exit. I think we've done it. Into the back we go. He's still going to be on the inside. We get the move done. We left in the room on the inside. He's still there. But we get up into the lead of this Monaco E-Prix. And into the final couple of corners at La Rascasse. And now towards Anthony Nogues. We are going to take our first victory on Project Cars 3. At Monaco in the Formula E's. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. P1, baby. Lovely stuff. What a race. Really, really enjoyed that. That was good fun. Not necessarily the cleanest racing you'll ever see on this channel, but for an arcade racer, that was, yeah, that was some good fun. Pulled off some nice overtakes. It was just enjoyable. Good stuff. So the AI seemed a lot slower around this Monaco track compared to Donington. So if you guys pick up the game, you might find that you have to sort of just tweak the AI from track to track. Because you can see our best time was a 1:37.9. And we didn't actually have a full lap in free air either. So I think we could have gone quicker than that. And nobody else did anything lower than a 39 by the looks of it. So I think we probably could have gone into an even higher difficulty. But that was good fun. So that should mean that there we are. Look at that. Aeterno P1. Don't mind if I do. In René Rast's Audi car. Lovely stuff. So let's see where we finished in at the championship. So it's P4 in the championship. We got 5 positions after that victory. So yeah, that was good fun. And I think that will just about cap it off for the end of this video. So if you guys have enjoyed seeing me race in the Formula E cars on Project Cars 3, do make sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below. I might give Indy cars a go next. That's the one which I'm fancying. So if you guys are looking forward to that, let me know. And I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.